It's day 9 on the New Zealand South Island road trip, and we've just rolled into Milford Sound. So I've just come for a bit of a walk from where we're staying tonight in the campground here at Milford Sound. And it's about a 20-minute walk in and around to town, and it sort of takes you down along the river here. And essentially it's just a bit of a ramble. I'm not looking for any particular image per se. I'm just having a bit of a look around to see what's up and down this river edge here. I'm sure I'll be able to find a few compositions. It's a pretty epic landscape around here, so yeah, I'll just walk around, stop a few times, take a few shots, and see how I go. So I've stopped a couple of times and taken a few images, predominantly of Mitre Peak, and I'm not sure of the name of the mountain here behind me, but I'm shooting a time lapse of that at the moment because a little bit earlier I was getting some really beautiful sunlight that was coming through and lighting up various facets of the face of the mountain. Sorry about the swatting here. The sandflies are absolutely unbelievable. I've got some of the Bushman's insect repellent on, but I think they feed on it. So anyway, I'll get this time-lapse shot, and then it's starting to grey over quite considerably. I think it might rain here shortly, and I'll make my way back to the van. It's been a nice little walk to come out and make a few images here at Milford Sound, and I'll put some of those images up on screen now, and I hope you enjoy. I'll speak to you later. Cheers. Morning. It's the start of day 10 and we're off on a Milford Sound cruise. It's a beautiful day here in Milford Sound, so hopefully we'll get some pretty epic cruising conditions. Thank you. G'day guys. So it's late in the afternoon and I'm hoping by being at this location now I'll be able to catch a bit of a sunset on Mitre Peak and a few of the other peaks here in Milford Sound. I'm just going to have an explore around for a couple of minutes, see if I can find a nice composition. I was down here a little bit earlier today and shot a bit down on this riverbed, or on the fjord bed, I guess it is really what it is. Tide's out at the moment, so there's lots of exposed rocks and reed grass and little pools of water that have formed, which could lead to some really nice reflections of the mountains and the sky up above. Anyway, look, I'll go for a bit of a walk around, see if I can find some compositions, and I'll set up the camera and talk to you a little about the camera settings and what I'm actually doing with the shot. So the light's really starting to change in behind me here, and I'm kind of still walking around having a bit of a look. There's a couple other photographers down here, which is nice also. So I'm going to head around to a little spot I found before, but what I'm finding is the more and more I walk around, the couple of little compositions I found earlier this afternoon when I was down here have actually changed because the tide's gone out a lot further than what it was this afternoon. Hopefully though, the water in this little area I found earlier and shot earlier is still there in the little pool, and I'll be able to get some really beautiful reflections of, I think it's Mount Penrose. I'll put the name of it up the top here, and hopefully I'll be able to use this pool as a leading line and get some kind of reflection from that. I'll probably shoot wide angle tonight, just to really capture as much of this epic landscape as I possibly can. And it looks as though the afternoon or sunset light will really start to kick off here shortly. Anyway, look, I'll get down to this pool now. It's only a couple of meters away. Have a bit of a look, set up the camera, and talk you through my settings. So I've set up the composition here behind me, and it's a fairly straightforward one. I'm using the water to get some reflections of Mount Pembroke off in the distance, and then I've got some rocks here in the water, and they're a bit of foreground interest and adding to that diagonal leading line that runs into the mountain. And then obviously in the background I've got Mitre Peak and the other peak here on the right hand side, and they're kind of framing the whole shot, if you like. Now it's just a matter of waiting for the light to change a little bit in the sky. It's fairly empty up there, but I'm hoping as the sun gets lower we might get a bit of orange or pink in those clouds. The only other battle I've got now is with the sandflies. They're starting to home in on my presence here, so I might take a few shots as a reference here now, and then wait until the light gets a little more interesting before I fire off the final shots. So I've got the camera set at an aperture of f13. I might even step this up to f16. I'm shooting a series of bracketed exposures. Sorry, sandflies are absolutely berserk down here at the moment. I'm the only piece of protein down here on the beach, I think. So I'm exposure bracketing these images, and that way I can maintain all the shadow and all the highlight detail and blend these images into post if need be. I imagine I'll probably only need to blend 2 images, but it's always best to go a little bit further, and then that way you cover yourself. I'm only here once, so I might as well make the most of it while I'm here. Next time on the New Zealand South Island series,